hear like something going on and you're like, what the hell is that? I think I need to go down here first. Yeah. At least when I'm editing and stuff like that, I have like tabs really low volume. That way I can like concentrate better. But yeah, it happens. Or when somebody gets raided and the voice suddenly changes. So 1 minute I'm listening to like a guy play a game, the next moment it's a very high-pitched girl, and I'm like, wait a minute. Did something change? Is there a voiceover going on? Like, what's going on? I don't know. Mistakes were made. Yeah. Look, at least Elias is doing her part and she's staying back. I also don't know if that went somewhere. I'll have to go back and find out. I love the Arcane Sanctuary though, it's so fucking pretty. I know I keep saying that, but like there's like a book and there's like all this aesthetics and there's like this gorgeous like mirror reflective fucking ground and space. It's just so nice. Alright, I just need to scratch my arm briefly. There we go. I just needed to like deal with that. Is that a... oh, it's a topaz. Let's pop you back in and let's get these back where I need them to be. I picked up a staff at some point. Nice. And she is dying again. There we go. Alright, just enough time to get me some more mana. Oh, actually, speaking of that stuff, so as part of one of my Billathon things that people can redeem when that happens at the start of February, so people will be able to potentially redeem both, like, you know, specific phrase and a very sus phrase. I'm not gonna like say them. Like, you guys can read them on my fucking Billathon stuff. You'll normally see it when I be right back when I'm on like starting soon. I'll update the artwork and shit in like Discord and my socials and crap later, closer to the date. But yeah, there's gonna be at least like one really sus moan redeemable in there that people can like choose to get if they want. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird from my perspective as well. Oh yeah, this is the all the money thing. It's any location like it's Sea of Reuse maps. Location like in Sea of Reuse maps. Yeah, I guess like this is one of those areas where like it's so fucking different because like it's I'm sure a lot of this is same just like put 4 times out or whatever, right? But everywhere else you have to kind of like stay within like a set rough map area and then kind of like move around it kind of thing, whereas this is like straight pathways, narrow pathways and stuff. And it kind of provides its own challenge. Like if you're somebody that's like tanking, you can end up with like a lot of enemies and stuff like this. Like we've got this mostly chokehold between my duplicate and my Valkyrie, but I'm trying to get rid of these 2 cunts up the back. And the couple of guys up the front, I'm trying to set them on fire too if I can get an arrow that far, because it keeps setting Eliza and I on fire. I'm like, for fuck's sake, mate, come here. Let me change my weapon. I know that I can do a lot more damage to you with fire at the moment, but I just need you gone. I need both of you gone. My Valkyrie's decided to come up and help us. I'm pretty sure that's a mana shrine. Yeah, keep going, mate. Okay, almost got rid of him. We're mowing about the... Yeah, look, there's going to be some sus shit, I'm sure. The other thing, too, is people, like, depending on if they want to do, like, individual fucking incentives and shit like that, you can request private recordings and stuff of, like, a phrase or, like, a sentence. I think one of them you can get, like, a paragraph of text, and that's, like, that's just for whoever fucking purchases that gets that. So, yeah. It could be fucking anything. Like, I'm aware that, like, people will ask for things. Ask for, like, the most random sentences. Obviously, so long as it's not, like, some kind of, like, I don't know, criminal shit. Like, fine, whatever. As long as it's not some kind of, like, incriminating bullshit stuff. But, yeah, essentially, if somebody buys, like, an individual incentive they have the right to use that however the fuck they want. If they want to use it on a stream or like redeem or I don't know, just a ringtone or keep that for personal reasons, they can do whatever the fuck they want with it. They own it. So yeah, I'm well aware that putting out a private recording as an incentive could be anything, used for anything. As long as I don't fucking know about it, it's fine, I guess. Other than that, what are you overweighing about? I don't know. I don't expect anybody to actually do any of the individual incentives, but like, I understand the. I didn't exactly speculate limitations, especially since. Oh my god, I'm out of all my health. Especially since, like, you can request it said in like certain voices as well. You know, someone will get weird with it. Oh, somebody will get weird with it. But the thing is, like, I don't actually expect somebody to, like, purchase one of them. Because I think they're under, like... I don't think it's 1 and I don't think it's 5 subs. And the most anybody's ever cheered here in one hit is 10 subs. And I think the 10 subs is a phrase. Which could be weird anyway, because, like, you can have that in... What have I got? I've got, like... Hold on. Let me go back to town just quickly. I need, like, all kinds of potions. But what does my thing say? Let's bear with me a hot second. I really should save these in a more accessible spot when I'm looking for them. We have got... No, not that one. The individual incentives. So yeah, people on, like, bit redeems and stuff like that can do, like... They can get, like, cute sound effects, and they can get sus sound effects, and they can get, like, I don't know. They can get something pretty sus in there for, like, 500 bits. But, like, as for individual things, it's under private voice recording of a phrase or sentence that can be used as a ringtone or alarm sound for 10, right? But 15 is the start of, like, the rest of them, where you can get, like, the... Is it paragraph or is it sentence? Paragraph. Up to a paragraph in the options of casually spoken, which would be this AMR-ish, which honestly I'd hate, commanding, Sunday, bratty, sing-songy, or sus mummy. So I don't really have anything in there that's like exclusively like ultra lewd, but I'd say sus mummy would be pretty close to that, and or potentially commanding depending on how it's phrased. But yeah. Like, I'm sure somebody's gonna be weird with it, but that would require somebody to actually cheer, like, 15 subs, or... What was that bit amount? Hold on. I literally just closed it. Bring that back up. Or... 5,000 bits, I think. Which, both of those are insane and not, like, something that I expect anybody to do, because it's never been done. Or at least my channel and shit. So, yeah. Probably not gonna happen. Probably don't really have to worry about it. But, like, somebody out there could be weird enough. I was gonna say somebody out there could be wild enough, but I think weird is the correct term. Sorry. But yeah. I don't know. Like, if somebody wants that, fine. At least I get, like, pretty heavy support for it. Like, even if somebody was to drop, like, 15 sub, that's like half, or 5,000 bits, that's like half my fucking month of, like, working towards a payout kind of thing. Because, like, I basically need, on the average, not saying, like, I need people to be doing this, but, like, if I wanted a payout from Twitch, I'd need 24 subs a month to actually, like, hit that threshold to be able to receive a payout. So, yeah. It would basically tack me over into very likely getting a payout in March, when I'd need the assistance anyway. So, yeah. All it is it would help. Two totally different meanings. What? The different, like, things that people can get out of it. Oh, wild and weird. Yeah, no, I got it. A little bit. Yeah, I guess they're technically different. Seems high. What, for Twitch thresholds and stuff? All the different things that I, like, work on and stuff have thresholds. YouTube has a threshold. YouTube's threshold is twice as high as Twitch's for me. So it's even harder for me to get a payout. That's why it took me 5 months to get a payout from YouTube. Mind you, I'm still like a teeny tiny channel, so it's fine. But yeah, as far as Twitch goes, the average saying is most people don't receive a Twitch payout and stuff, because Twitch claims it takes 50%, but as an affiliate, I find that they take 75% and I get 25%. I've done the maths on it. I get like $2 out of like an 8 sub or something, but people can do the best out of bits, which is why I counted bits in it this time, because you can get specials on like groups of bits. Like I think 300 bits gives you like a pretty decent discount, so you could get like heaps of 300 bits to like accumulate up to an amount, and you'd save yourself a fair bit of money. And I get most of the money from bits, whereas like the subs get like pretty heavily divided. So that's why I like included the ability for people to have both subs and bits count, because yeah, like 300 bits, it's actually 350 bits is a equivalent cost to purchasing a sub, but I actually get more of that than if somebody purchased a sub. However, if you get a sub, you get emotes and no ads and stuff. So, and then if somebody else has a gifted sub and stuff, they have a chance to obviously watch without ads and have emotes and all sorts of stuff too. So, I mean, they do different things. It just depends on what people like. It sounds like bits are way more preferred. I mean, bits definitely seem to work a lot better. They don't seem to be capped as badly. Somebody's in the corner up here getting hit. Yeah. But again, like, it just depends on like people's preferences too, because some people would rather have a sub and no ads, you know. But I also don't know, like, Twitch goes through like cycles of wanting to discount certain things. Like, I'm gonna go back. It, like, for instance, subs might not be discounted when I do my billathon. I don't know that. At the moment, I know that some subs are discounted and some bits are discounted. But, yeah. Like I said, to begin with, I don't expect anybody to actually participate or buy anything or, like, whatever, cheer anything. But, I did try to, like, look into, obviously, like, how people could get, like, give the most support, get the most for the least amount of actual money, kind of thing. And it seemed like bits were the better one for that. That's why I'm trying to include them. It's going to be a bit of maths on my end to be able to calculate all this stuff, because if somebody like does so many cheer bits or whatever, I got to kind of like tally that up to how many subs it equates to and stuff. It's going to be a bit of fun. I'll have to manually like change the sub count every night or whatever when I do that, so that I can kind of keep track of it. I'll probably enlist like Nick's assistance for the week just to keep that straight, just in case I'm tired or something like that and I can't mass, because that could definitely happen. I just want to see if these guys will drop anything that I could just fill up the rest of my inventory, because I've got this like armor here and it won't fit in my inventory. No, that's more. We'll just go back. I know the other guys still die and stuff, but yeah, it's fine. Alright, Kane.
Good evening.
There's the music. I was gonna say, I'm like, what the fuck's the music?
Blessings to you.
Let me have the rest of my coffee before I forget it exists. Yeah, I don't know. I figure, like, as much as it hurts a little bit sometimes that, like, Twitch takes so much, they still provide me with a platform that I can even do this with in the first place. And, like, a place where people can find me and stuff. So, like, I don't ever hate the fact that, like, they take that much. It does kind of, like, feel like I wish it was a little less kind of thing, but at the same time, at least they provide a platform and I can do this in the first place, you know, instead of, like, I could only imagine if this was all some kind of, like, privatized type thing where, like, you know, you have to pay for yourself to host a site and hope that people will find you somewhere on the internet and stuff. But no, I exist here, and sorry, coffee is doing shit. Yeah, I exist here and I can put videos and stuff on YouTube so people can also find me there. I legitimately don't know if I emptied out the cube. I thought so. I'm like, I came back in way too fast then. Anyway, yeah. No, it's fun. Look, eventually one day, maybe I'll have like a partner or something like that, and then I'll get actually like 50-50, and that'd be cool because like I'll already have like been living on the 25% and you know, it will just immediately go up to double. Like I'll receive basically double what I was already going to receive. So that'll be nice one day. But yeah, I'm sure I've still got plenty of time before I'm like anywhere near the kind of numbers that you need to be able to have that in the first place. Yeah, the way, love. I always forget about the cube. So the thing is, I'm really surprised that I forget about the cube because for a long time, my already completed characters, which I don't have on this yet, right? But in the original Diablo 2, I had my entire inventory full of charms, and so the only space I could use to take home gear when I ran around was my cube on my completed character. It's because I had some really fucking wild charms. Like, I really wish I could like show them. Obviously, like it's not like loading up anymore. I don't have the I have the original CD, I just don't have a CD drive. Nick does. I just haven't borrowed it or anything to like get it launched. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I copied that fucking CD too. I just need to like, I need to remember where I copied it and then like mount it so that I can get the game to open. Because like I did that as soon as I got rid of my CD player. I put in, I copied the CD. I did that for all of my games that needed one, so that I wouldn't need a CD drive anymore when they got phased out to USBs and shit. Realistically, I probably should have put it on like a USB, although I don't know if that would have worked. I'm just like, I'm not going into deep logic of like how this shit works. I need a new Valkyrie. There we go. No, swap back. I think Eliza must be too far away to be helping me with this. But yeah, anyway, I used to have like some really insane charms on my completed character, my original Kelly, that I used to take in everywhere. And so I only had, out of the entire inventory, this is full up, and I only had this amount of space that I could ever bring anything back. And you can definitely guarantee I spent a lot more time coming back into town portals and stuff like that. Like, I would still pick everything up. It just took a lot longer to do a map, because I could only carry like a couple of things at a time. And yes, I did still pick everything up. I think this is going to take me whereas that line just connects. Let me just quickly run down here, because this should only have like maybe one enemy. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. I'm like, oh, this should only have one enemy, because I'm like, this should be like a straight line. I'm like, no, it's got like a mid-room thing down here. That's a little unfortunate. Hell clan. You know, the worst part is, this is a really nice, lazy, kind of like relaxed fight. This area isn't too bad. But then I'm going to go up against Uriel. I'm going to get into the Canyon of Mage. And that's going to be kind of awful, to be fair, because there's a lot of tombs I've still got to go down. I'll see how long it takes. Like, I've still got heaps of this to clear out. I don't want to do like I would rather have like the entire Canyon of Mage to clear, plus all the tombs, like set up for one night, and know that, oh, it's going to be like a 6 or 8 hour stream. Did you check throwing potions as a kid, or did you figure that out? I mean, I did like dabble with a lot of like the various like potions and shit, like, you know, stamina potions, and whenever I picked them up I just drank them and stuff, but like I didn't like tactically really use them. I went through stages, so I sometimes would pick them up, sometimes drink them, like straight away, like as if, I don't know, like I'd have one sitting here and be like, oh, I better drink that because I probably need it or something like that. And then other times, like later on, once my character was finished and stuff, I'd go through certain areas and I'd have like a whole bunch of stuff, like, you know, if you're going down to save Anya and stuff like that, you'd want like probably the, what do you call it, the thawing stuff so you don't get frozen as much by whatever's down there and shit. And so sometimes I'd like play with that. Like I'd go in with like a few of them, but like I'd never stack them in here. They'd always be in my inventory and I would have to manually choose to drink it and stuff. I actually don't know if they go on this bar now that I think about it. I think they do. So you never looked at Res drank and looked at Res again. It's Res. Hold on. Just fill me in on that one. I'm thinking of Resurrection, but I'm not entirely sure that's what you mean. I also might have enough room to be able to carry that, maybe. Resistance. I definitely didn't do it when I was first playing through, no. When my character was maxed out, like I said, when my whole inventory and shit was maxed out, probably. I probably did it a bit then, but like definitely not when I was running her originally. Because I used to just pick it up and drink it straight up, which is what you see me do still now on this character. Like every so often I take it back and I sell it if I haven't just automatically drunk it, which is the same thing I used to do. But yeah, I didn't really like try to like deal with like poison resistance or like not getting frozen. Or the only one I did used to try to do a fair bit was I did used to try to get stamina potions when I was still kind of like running around in Rogue Encampment. Because I used to run out of stamina a lot doing that. But then I very quickly realized it really didn't matter, because as an archer, as soon as I engage in a battle, I stand still and we regain the stamina. So long as I don't have to run too far, it doesn't really matter. I definitely need to go back. This time I need to remember to empty my goddamn cube. I did it for sure with Duriel since he freezes so much. See, I found with Duriel, like, yeah, he does some like freezing, but
Stay a while and listen.
I feel like I got poisoned a lot with him. Like, maybe I'm not remembering that right, but I know he froze everybody else. I got cannot be frozen on my ring, so I'm not really that worried about things freezing me anyway. That's also why, like, whenever they're getting frozen, it's a problem because they... How do I put this? So I use these two and my decoy as a shield up against Duriel, mostly, right? If I'm lucky enough for Valkyrie to help fight, great. Eliza is a very expensive shield to put in there. But like, I kind of find that when I go up against him, he's gonna freeze push them all the way up to me anyway, wherever I happen to stand. Like, he's so fast. He's so fucking fast. Like, I can barely fucking get him dead in the first place. Like, okay, so when we did normal, he killed me a lot, actually, before I managed to actually start winning that, and I needed all my things, all my charms for that. Then when we went Nightmare actually did pretty good. He killed Eliza a lot, which is a shame because she costs a lot of money. So I'm gonna need to have a bit of money for when I go up against him. I would be better off not getting a new bow and going up against him with like a full, like as much gold as I can possibly have, because I'm gonna need all the rejuvenation potions to deal with like life and mana, constantly spawning decoys, constantly spawning new Valkyries, and trying to get a hit off on him in between the two while also moving away from him. So like, it's pretty hard to deal with Duriel. I don't really worry about any other... I put arrows, I do need to. I don't really worry about any other baddie so much. Like, Mephisto is a problem. He does lightning. I'm pretty weak to lightning. That's a problem. I love going up against Diablo. I just hate his chaos Sanctuary and the things that spawn out of that, because I get absolutely ripped through by them. But Diablo is easy. Baal, I just have to not stand still with him. He's fine. And Dariel, she's fine. It's Duriel is the only problem for me, and it's because he's so fucking quick, and Eliza is fucking expensive to get back. But yeah, I've chosen at the moment, unfortunately, to hold on to a lot of stuff, and I really need probably twice as much potions of rejuvenation as I've currently got, because I'm going to empty this out. But also when I go up against him, I'll probably have all my charms on me anyway. I'll go in there and I'll see if I can fight him without it, like I did with Nightmare. But if I die, I'll come back in with all my charms, because that's what I do. And it's going to make it pretty fucking hard. They're barbarians, so freezing was tough. Yeah, I don't know, I've generally been pretty lucky. A lot of the times when I play Diablo, I tend to find either cannot be frozen items or half freeze duration. I normally have half freeze duration. I've got that on something. It might be my belt. Something in here has a half freeze duration. I don't know what it is. But anyway, usually speaking, I normally have something that's like a half freeze duration. So even if I do get frozen, I'm normally recovered before like my helpers are. So it doesn't normally, it's not normally too big of a problem. It still slows me down, but I can still cast things. I can still get out. It just takes a lot longer to do the thing. But the cannot be frozen. Like, I'm not probably going to find a better ring for a long time than what I've got there. And I'm glad that it's got like a few sort of stats on it. It's got like the attack rating, the cold damage, the dexterity, as the mana. Cold absorb is 20%. Oh yeah, I do have something that's already absorbed. I just never fucking noticed it. Alright. I said when I found that invincible axe and it had absorbs fire, I hadn't seen it before, which is fair. I haven't seen something that absorbs fire, but I didn't realize I had a cold absorb. Raven's Frost is GG. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. I don't usually find it until much, much later, but I've had it a few times. I don't tend to remember the name of a lot of my items except for like the Natalia's set gear or Sandra's set gear. I remember those because I had them, but when it comes down to like stuff, I generally don't remember like what I've had. I remember it if somebody mentions it and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I've seen that before. But like, I don't generally remember off the top of my head what I do and don't have on me. North Star is fire absorb. Yeah, I'll have to, it's the, what do you call it? The silver edged axe or whatever is the one that I've got. I haven't checked its name, but it's probably that. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Or you talk about ring or star as in like the ring. Because that would make sense. Ethereal edge. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's probably what the fucking sword is. Mate, turn around. Ring is North Star. Yeah, no, I kind of figured. Don't worry, I get shit eventually. Like, because I change topics like a mile a minute, and I'm generally kind of like, I don't know. Whoops, that ain't add. There you go. Yeah, generally because like I'm kind of in like a few different topics, and then like I kind of swap back and forth and stuff. I tend to take a second to remember which one you might have been like responding to. We've got one more side to go, and then I can go through to the Canyon Mage thing. So how's my inventory looking? I have one thing in it. I guess I could waypoint back. I'm pretty good for everything else, but it's a waypoint, it's free. It's be hard to figure out where other people are since you talk with, what's it? Talk and we type? Not really. So I find like conversation through text is actually pretty coherent. So a lot of people say they tend to struggle to like understand intent and stuff in words and stuff. Whereas I think because like, okay, like MSN was a thing and forums were a thing and stuff like that when I was growing up and whatever. Like, I even remember there was like Hotmail chat rooms and stuff used to exist and stuff way back before that. Can I just stand off to the side? Let's put you over there so I don't get electrocuted. Yeah, so because all that stuff exists, it became part of like my language sort of metric very early on in like pre-teens and stuff. That I kind of, yeah, Hotmail and Yahoo Chat, stuff like that. So because like those things existed back then, I got really good at communicating through text and understanding what or how somebody was saying something. Because usually like you'll sometimes hear it where like I pick up when somebody's being like narky and stuff and being a bit of a dick kind of thing, and I'll be like, you know, don't say it with that kind of attitude and stuff like that, and somebody be like stopped in their tracks like, what the fuck kind of thing. And it's just like I don't know, if we were having a conversation back and forth with voice, I would struggle more with the retention of information after the fact and actually being present during the conversation. That is a whole lot of fucking hell down here. So it's not so much that like I can't be present in a conversation, but conversations usually spark thought and I delve into my thoughts pretty heavily and stuff like that, whereas text, I can read it, interpret it, I can get feeling from it, intent, personality, stuff like that. I get a lot from text in response.